Good morning everyone. Today we are going to in the last class we discussed about the Coulomb's law. Today we are going to discuss about the superposition of charges. Means like we can say that if there is a many charges are there, due to remaining charges, what will be the net force acting on the one charge? What will be the what will be the force acting on the one charge due to remaining charges? That will be we are going to discuss today. The topic name is principle of superposition. Principle of superposition of charges. Principle of superposition of charges means in this here, for example, there are many charges, something like q1, q2, q3, q4, and something like qn, and something like qn. Now, what is the question? There are, for example, n charges are there, n charges are there. So, what will be the net force acting on the charge 2? See guys, what it is? What will be the net force acting on the charge 2? What will be the means here? Means on charge q2 there will be a force by q1, there will be force by q3, there will be force by q4, there will be force by qn. So what will be the net force acting on the q2 is what? Superposition of charges. Clear? Principle of superposition of charges. So what will be it is? Now we know that if there are two charges, what will the attraction force or repulsive force? F is directly proportional to q1 q2 by r square. q1 q2 by r square. Means just like that here what we are going to discuss. Now we will, here also there will be a force, here also there will be a force in here and here. Means the vector sum, what it is? The vector sum between the vector sum forces. Here what we can say that. Now directly vector sum. Now there will be a small definition for it. We are going to discuss. And now force on one charge, any one charge, or something like force on n charge will be equal to what? F1 bar plus F2 bar plus F3 bar and so on plus Fn minus 1 bar, because how many charges are there and it will be less. For example, here how many charges? 1 2 3 4 5. For example, here 5, and how many forces are acting? 1 2 3 4. Four forces are acting here. Like that, here for n charges, how many forces will be there? Fn minus 1 charges will be there. Means vector sum of the all forces is what? Superposition. Vector sum of all forces will be what? Superposition, we can see. Now there will be a small definition for it. Is what? This is only, we can say, the system of charges also. We can say that. Now this one we can write is what? In a system of n charges, the net force is what it is. In a system of n charges, the net force acting on any one charge, is equal to the vector sum of the forces on that charge due to all the remaining charges. Yes, understand now what it is. In the system of n charges, the net force acting on any one charge is equal to what? The net force acting as any one charge is equal to the what? Vector sum of the forces on that charge due to all the remaining charges. Now one by one we will discuss about this one. We can say this one like what? Before I say discuss, now q1, q2 and so on, qn charges are there, q1, q2 and so on, qn charges are there. Now the net force acting on the nth charge, force acting on nth charge will be what? F net will be equal to what? F1 bar, F2 bar, F3 bar and so on, Fn minus 1. What it is, guys? Fn minus 1. F1 bar plus F2 bar plus and so on, Fn minus 1 bar. So this is the net force acting on the object, acting on the charge. So now we will discuss some of the problems here. Now these problems are very important. Don't worry, it will be easy only. For example, now here we have going to take superpose. Here I am going to take one square. Now square, the each side of the square is a. The each side of the square is what? A. Now four corners A, B, C, D. That's what it is. Four corners A, B, C, D. Now what happened means I just kept four charges. Here one is plus Q, plus Q, plus Q, plus Q. Is it clear? Now I am asking the question is like, what is the net force acting on the charge at D? So this is the question. Now what we have to do? Is it very simple? Now we know that vector sum of the remaining charges. Now on this charge we have to find, on D charge we have to find. So all this is what? Positive, this is what? Positive, this is also positive and this is also positive, means all are repulsive forces only. What is this, guys? All are repulsive forces only. Now due to C, what will be the direction of the force? F on D due to C, FD on D due to C, and due to B, F on D due to B, F on B due to D, and due to A, this is the direction, F on D due to A, F on D due to A. Here how many forces are there? 1, 2, 3. So in this situation what we have to do? Now what we have to do? This is to one vector, this is another vector. You can find the resultant. With the help of parallelogram law, and you will find another resultant. The resultant and in this FDA we have to add it. Is it clear? So how we will get? how we will get? Can you please tell me, anyone? See, this is FDC and FDB. What is, we have one formula, resultant is what? R bar P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. 2PQ cos theta. Is it clear? Now here how many forces? 1 and 2. First of all check it. FDC, what will be the value of FDC? FDC equal to what? Something like K Q1 Q2 by K1 Q2 by R square. This is the formula. And now if you apply K, both are Q square by A square, Q square by A square. Then FDB is what? K Q square by A square, K Q square by A square. Then so directly we can take it as any one letter only, something like we can say F equal to what? FDC FDB. Is it clear? FDC and FDB. Okay, now directly I am going to find the resultant between FDC and FDB, resultant between FDC and FDB. Now clear? Resultant F net equal to what? F square plus 2F square cos, what is the angle between these two? Angle between these two is what? 90 degree. Angle between these two what? 90 degree. So how much is going to be? Cos 90. Yes, how much cos 90 will be? 0. Then what will be the value of cos 90? 0. And cos 90 is 0 or not? Yes, cos 90 is what? 0. Then the total value is going to become 0, and this will be root 2 into F. Root 2 into what? F. So here this root 2 F and FDA we have to add it. This root 2 F and FDA we have to add it. And here what will be the FDA value? FDA value is what? Here we will see FDA ka value. Now what will be the distance between these two? We know that the distance between this one and this one. So this is what? Triangle. This is what? A. This is what? A. And what will be this one? As per Pythagoras theorem, we can say this one is what it will be? Root 2a. What is this one? Root 2a. This one will be root 2a. Now yes, FDA will be equal to what? FDA will be K Q1 Q2 by 2a square, because the distance is going to become what? Root over 2a, root 2a whole square, 2a square. So F net plus FDA we have to find it. The angle between F net and FA both are what? How much it is? 0. Cos 0 1, and cos 0 1 means is going to become how much? Cos 0 1. Directly we can say this one is how much? Okay, anyone? 2f. Directly it is going to be how much? What? Something like, okay, let's see. Let's see. F square plus FDA square plus 2F square, sorry, 2F FDA cos 0 degree, then F square plus FDA square plus 2F FDA, and this one is going to become what? How much? F square plus, sorry, F plus FDA whole square root over this one, square and root both got cancel each other, then F plus FDA. So what is the value of F? It is how much? Root over 2 into we can write this one, K Q square by A square plus this one, K Q square by 2A square. Understand? So this will be the answer. If you want, you can solve this one again, and you can take the common KQ square by A square, and then if you take the KQ square by A square common, this will be KQ square by A square root over 2 plus 1 by 2. So this will be the answer, and you will find this kind of problems in this chapter, like not this chapter, in this topic. Clear? Thank you.